It feel like that. We all been dating. See why I hate it? Wait, what? Come in and take my mess. I don't know what's going on there. But I'll get my shit. Wait, who started that when I yo, you what? Hey, hold on, it's you did the same thing to me in the rewind, boy. Oh, yeah.
And the Knowles will put total leather to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you're described with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Got it in the middle. It's Pryor. Still running at the 40. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Finds his tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it.
Snares it with those big hands and strolls into the end zone for the touchdown.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Florida State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team. And
the ball's out and they're after it. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He scooped it, and he scored with it. Took the fumble all the way back for a touchdown.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse. Oh, he's got some space. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. The Seminoles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He'll do it himself. Steamrolls his way ahead. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Seminoles want to pick up the tempo.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I think the offensive coordinator's over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
That's a really good-looking throw there. And I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Wenke, who, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he gets going and he gets into a groove, he just does not miss. He is able to light up the scoreboard for the Seminoles.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
It's a fumble. And the fumble goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. Actually picked up yardage on the play. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wilson will throw. So he gets a foot down, but he really didn't get a foot forward. No gain on the play.
I mean, you could have just quarterback sneaked it and got more yards than that. We need more from this passing game.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Touchdown, Noles! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Makes the catch. It's Coleman. Breaks into the open. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. He'll keep it himself. Oh, what a cut! He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. They'll go to the ground, and he stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Nelson. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And he's in for the touchdown.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Gibson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
That's caught. It's Hamilton. And he's brought down after a nice game. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down. Looking for more. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wilson to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. Sets up the screen. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a deep man. Caught at the 25. Touchdown. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Here comes the heat. Got his man on the right. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Second down coming up. Rides the back on the option, the give. Oh, what a move. And they're able to get him down.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on second in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up third and short.
Under fire. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
The Noles will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Nestles it in at the 35. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The offense changing the play. Back to pass, it's Nelson. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will, finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Makes the grab past the marker. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick completion to the right. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Into the end zone for a touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Defense showing blitz here. Off play action on first down. On the move, he fires. Working the middle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Noles moving quickly to the line. Wilson will throw. Right down the middle. Got his man. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. It's complete. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw. And that one was way too far for anybody. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's got him. Slips, slithers, and jukes his way out to the 26.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Trying to set up the screen. There he goes. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this 2nd half.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off at the goal line. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Catch inside the 25. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. He might want another play. They'll throw it from the red zone. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Unleashes one deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Oh, and the attempt is no good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him...
Turning it on! They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
It'd be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Wilson to pass. They've got the screen set up. Can't get him to the ground. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Back has it. Spins away from the defense. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. And the Seminoles are marching down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Seminoles have a lot of options on 2nd and inches.
Let's go.
Quarterback on the keeper. Across the 25, he's got room. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Seminoles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And the Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Snap to the back. Oh, he got loose. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Noles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Wilson will throw, using the quick game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. And he's loose and he'll to the house. Touchdown, Florida State. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success.
Scores on the sneak.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Tootin.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Gives it on the option. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Nelson. Looking to the big tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running.
Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Field gets a little tighter here in the red zone. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The offense set for a first down play. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And the extra point is good. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play action fake. Flips it out to the back. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Wilson to pass. Throws for the tight end. Working a big fella to the corner. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Short throw is complete, and he'll grab it, step out of bounds, and pick up the first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. Hard running there. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a... And the Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Back has it. He is stopped short of the line to gain. The 4th down try goes awry, and that might just do it. They'll go back to work on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes.
Makes the grab inside the 30. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Lets it fly deep downfield. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. They tried to throw it in last time and didn't get it. Still needing 2 yards on third and... He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Wants to adjust the pattern. And they're still firing away even with this lead. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and